Hello, my name is Norma McCready, and I have come before you today to do a presentation of persuasion speech for my fundamentals of public speaking class. Please excuse me, I'm very nervous. First of all, I would like to introduce myself again. My name is Norma McCready, and I am an adult child of alcoholic and or drug addicted parents. In my case, when I was younger, when I was born actually, both of my parents were addicted to alcohol and or drugs. And I came from a very lonely, sad childhood. We didn't laugh a lot. There was not a lot of singing or dancing or even happy Christmases for that matter. It is a subject that is very, very near to me and dear to me, and I am actually very blessed to be able to stand before you and do this assignment. It's something that I put off for a while, and I hope I don't get emotional, but it's near and dear to me, and I feel like someone should come forward, and I feel like I'm an expert in this field for the simple fact that I'm an adult child of an alcoholic and a drug-addicted parent. My mother was a troop commander for the Highway Patrol. She was actually born and raised in an adult environment, in an alcoholic environment. There was a lot of physical abuse as well as sexual abuse. My siblings and I suffered a lot of sexual abuse, but not really physical abuse, beatings, anything like that. What we did suffer, we covered it up. We didn't speak about it. It was in the early 70s, so that was okay. That was what was expected of us then. Over 20 million children are born into an alcoholic and or drug-addicted environment. Either or both parents are usually alcoholics or drug-addicted in any way, shape, or form, whether it be prescription medication, alcohol, marijuana, cocaine, methamphetamine. It's all very, very detrimental to our children. When I was younger, it was okay for my mother to drink. It was okay for the troopers to come over and do drugs and all of that. After all, they had a job, they had cars, they were in uniform. That's wrong. It's not right. It's not true. And we shouldn't teach our children to believe that it is. Many children that are born into these families or that have parents that are full-blown addicts or full-blown alcoholics tend to have no empathy. They tend to be very insecure, very unhealthy. They question themselves and they question everyone around them because we are not secure within ourselves. Most of the time, if we do not have a good foundation for family values, family core values, we're not going to grow up and be happy, safe, healthy people. So that's where a lot of programs come into play. Most of the time, parents don't get help unless they are forced to by the state or forced to by the legal system. I'm here to try to prevent that. I think that if we could stop or make parents more aware before they are forced to, that they might actually want to get help and want to make a change for their children so their children don't grow up to do the same exact thing that I'm doing and that I have done in my life. We become very mistrustful. We can't commit. We're used to broken promises. Therefore, people that are healthy within our lives, we typically don't believe them. We typically shy away from what is good and only focus on what is bad because that's all that we know. We are comfortable in our own chaos. I know that I am. I have been in my life many times. Most of the time, the men cannot conform. They cannot conform to the ways of the world, to the ways of society. Women become chameleons. We become yes women. We want to make everyone happy, primarily the men in our lives. But mainly, we just want to keep everyone happy, everyone satisfied. We become chameleons. We do things we don't want to do. We say things we don't want to say. We go places we don't want to go. All because we don't want to offend the people in our lives. We have a limited liability for remorse and little to no empathy. And it's not because we're mean or hateful or cruel people. It's simply because we were not born into an environment where those things were nurtured, to where health was nurtured, loving, caring, tender parents, kisses on the forehead before we go to sleep at night. Those were not enforced. So we're going to shy away from the things that are enforced upon us now, even if they're positive, because we know what's negative. We know what's coming. We're comfortable in our chaos because we know what's coming. Unhealthy, sad things are not foreign to us. There are many, many intervention programs out there. typically a really, really good avenue is the website. You can go to Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, Alateen, which is a teenage program for children that suffer from parents that are in full-blown addiction or who have been in addiction and or alcoholism. Teenagers can go and express their feelings, talk about how they're feeling, be welcomed into a group of teenagers that know nothing but chaos. So they're all learning together, but at least they have a positive, safe, happy, healthy place to go to talk about their parents' problems. You can go to www.aa.org, and they will give you the local AA groups, NA groups in your town. Every day, every hour, there's an AA meeting somewhere, north, south, east, or west. As I stand right here before you right now, I'm currently living in a sober living house where they typically have 3 to 4 AA meetings a week, just here, or a day, just here in the house. But you can go anywhere. You can walk anywhere. Most of them have an inner group. Again, go online to find that out. I can also give you some current phone numbers. There's some brochures under your seats. Please feel free to look at those, take them with you, hand them out, keep them if they pertain to you. If they don't, try to memorize the phone numbers, at least to have some kind of answer to give somebody if they call you. Or if they're just a friend. If you don't even know an addict or alcoholic in your life right now, you never know, you may come across one. I think that we need to get to the core of the problem, which is addiction and alcoholism. Typically, we drink and we drug to mask feelings, to mask foreign feelings. Most of us just didn't like ourselves. There are many people today that are still suffering. I have a couple of children, 2 children, 19 years old and 29. My 29-year-old is in full-blown addiction right now. I can't find him. Very worried about him, but I also know that he isn't going to get any help, and he isn't going to get anywhere with a mother that's drinking or drugging out there. So today I'm clean and sober. Today I'm very, very happy. I want to, I know that I can't end this. I know that I wish we could all end addiction. I wish that we could all, I wish I could stand here before you today and tell you that we came to a solution. I wish that I could tell you that I have found the answer to all of my problems in regards to addiction, but I can't. I do know that I have to keep going to meetings, I have to get a sponsor, and I have to be the best parent now that I can be for my boys. Because God knows I wasn't in the past. I love them very, very much. And I know that I have been selfish for a long, long time. I've gotten online many times, many, many times. Sometimes I've went to meetings, sometimes I haven't, because I always feel that I know the right way to do things. Well, obviously I don't. That's why I'm here. I hope that I have helped some of you understand the pain and the suffering that children of alcoholic or drug-addicted parents go through. We suffer for a long, long time. If we don't ever get help, those around us suffer. If we don't ever get help, our children suffer, and our children become adult children of alcoholics and or drug-addicted parents. I don't know if I'm making a difference, but I do know this. I do know that my kids today can find me. I do know that my kids today know that I'm in a safe, happy, healthy place. Addiction is not easy. It's actually really, really hard, and it's a sad, lonely life if you don't get help. If you get help, you can be wonderful, awesome people. I've known people that have 20 years sobriety that were the evilest, most awful people you would have ever met. Society threw them away. I don't want to be one of those people. I don't want to be thrown away, and I don't want my children to be thrown away, and I don't want my children to be a statistic. My 29-year-old is well on his way, but I'm not giving up on him. Again, look at the brochures under your seats, take down the phone numbers, take the brochures with you, hand them out, keep them, whatever works for you. My name is Norma McCready, and I thank you.